Hello students, now let's begin with the next chapter, The Adventures of Toto by Ruskin Bond. Before I explain you the chapter, let's know about something about the author Ruskin Bond. Now, Ruskin Bond, born on 19 May 1934. He is an Indian author of British descent. He lives with his adopted family in Mussoorie, that is in India. Now, he is considered to be an icon among Indian writers and children's authors and a top novelist. He has been writing for over 60 years. He bagged many awards like John Lennon's Race for his first novel, The Room on the Roof, Padma Bhushan, and Sahitya Academy Award. Not only that, in 2012, this Delhi government gave him its Lifetime Achievement Award. Now, this is all about Ruskin Bond, the author of this chapter, The Adventures of Toto. Now, let's begin the explanation part. Have you ever had a baby monkey as a pet? Now, here, this chapter it begins with this question. Okay, that if people have this baby monkey as a pet or not. Okay. Now, Toto is a baby monkey. Now, here the protagonist of this chapter is Toto. And who's this Toto? Toto means this is a baby monkey. Let's find out whether he is mischievous or docile. Means here you have to find out, after reading this chapter, you will have to make a conclusion that whether that Toto is a mischievous monkey or an obedient monkey. Docile means obedient. Okay. Now, grandfather bought Toto from a Tonga driver for the sum of 5 rupees. The Tonga driver used to keep the little red monkey tied to a feeding trough, and the monkey looked so out of place there that grandfather decided he would add the little fellow to his private zoo. Now, this grandfather, okay, he bought Toto from a Tonga driver, and for that he had to pay 5 rupees. Okay, and that Tonga driver, he used to keep that little red monkey in the feeding trough. This is one kind of container. Okay, he used to tie that monkey in that container, and the monkey, it looked so out of place there, and grandfather, he thought that it should be this monkey should be in his zoo, as he had a private zoo. So grandfather decided to take that monkey, and he wanted to add in his private zoo. Toto was a pretty monkey. His bright eyes sparkled with mischief beneath deep set eyebrows. Now, this Toto, he was a pretty monkey. Okay. Now, his bright eyes. Now, this description of Toto, it is given there. His bright eyes sparkled with mischief beneath deep set eyebrows. Now, his eyes, okay, his eyes were sparkled with mischief. So naughty, okay, and under his deep set eyebrows. Okay, means he had mischievous eyes under his eyebrows. So naughty. And his teeth, which were pearly white, were very often displayed in a smile that frightened the life out of elderly Anglo Indian ladies. Okay, he was so naughty that he would frighten people by showing his white teeth. Now here, but his hands looked dried up as though they had been pickled in the sun for many years. Okay, yet his fingers were quick and wicked, and his tail, while adding to his good looks. Okay, now this Toto, he had dry hands with quick and wicked fingers, and his tail also. His tail added his beauty. Okay, good looks. Grandfather believed a tail would add to anyone's good looks. Okay, and grandfather, he believed that this tail can add beauty to anyone's good looks. Now, also served as a third hand. Now here, tail. Okay, this tail, Toto, he can use this as his third hand. He could use it to hang from a branch, and it was capable of scooping up and delicacy that might be out of reach of his hands. Okay, and he could use many things because this with his third with his tail. Okay, and he could take anything, okay, which was beyond his reach. Okay, and not only that, it was capable of scooping up, and he also could hang from a branch, okay, with the help of this tail. Grandmother always first when grandfather brought home some new bird or animal. Now grandmother, she didn't allow grandfather, okay, to bring such kind of bird or animal, and she was against this. She didn't want grandfather to bring such birds and animals, and he would add all these things in his private zoo. Okay, so it was decided that Toto's presence should be kept a secret from her until she was in particularly good mood, and thus this grandfather and the author, okay, they decided that Toto's presence should be kept a secret. Means they would not reveal the this secret until this grandmother, she was in good mood. Grandfather and I put him away in a little closet opening into my bedroom wall. There he was tied securely, or so we thought, to a peg fastened into the wall. Okay, and therefore they decided to keep that this Toto in a little closet, and it was there opening into the author's bedroom wall. Okay, and therefore they tied this Toto in a peg, okay, into the wall. Now, a few hours later, when grandfather and I came back to release Toto, we found that the walls, which had been covered with some ornamental paper chosen by grandfather, now stood out as a naked brick and plaster. Okay, now as Toto was fastened there, as Toto was tied there on that peg. Okay, now grandfather, he came there. Grandfather along with this author, they came there to release Toto from there. But when this came there, when they entered the room, they found that the wall, okay, the wall which was covered with ornamental paper, now stood naked. Okay, and brick and plaster was there, not this ornamental paper. Okay, as what happened there, we'll see the peg in the wall had been wrenched from its socket. Not only that, not only the ornamental paper, but the peg, it was also taken out from its socket. And my school blazer, which had been hanging there, was in shreds. Not only that, his author's school blazer, it was also torn and pieces. I wondered what grandmother would say, but grandfather didn't worry. He seemed pleased with Toto's performance. But you means the author, he was worrying about the reaction of his grandmother, whereas grandfather, he was not worrying about at all this about this Toto's performance. Instead, he was very happy with Toto's performance. Whatever Toto had done, he was very happy to see that. He is clever, said grandfather. Grandfather, he just said, oh, this Toto is very clever. Okay, given time, I'm sure he could have tied the torn pieces of your blazer into a rope and made his escape from the window. Okay, and grandfather was so happy with his performance that he had given objective to Toto that he was very clever. Okay, and not only that, he added that if some time would have given to Toto, that he would tied all these stone pieces, and he would made some kind of rope, and with by using that rope he could have escaped from the window. He means Toto, according to grandfather, he was very intelligent. Now his presence in the house still a secret. Now still they kept secret. Okay, from the author's grandmother. Toto was now transferred to a big cage in the servants' quarters, okay, where a number of grandfather's pets live very socially together. Now, what happened after that? As he just took out that pack from the socket, now they decided to keep that pet into a big cage. Okay, now they kept there, and many other pets were also there, and they live very happily with each other. Now the pets, those were there: a tortoise, a pair of rabbits, a tame squirrel, and for a while, my pet got. And now what these pets were there: tortoise, pair of rabbits, tame squirrel, and for some time, the author's pet goat. It was also there. But the monkey won't allow any of his companions to sleep at night. But monkey, this Toto, he was so mischievous monkey, notorious, that he didn't allow any of the companion to sleep at night. He disturbed them. So grandfather, who had to leave Dehradun next day to collect his pension in Saharanpur, decided to take him along, and that's why now grandfather in the next day he had to go to Saharanpur. Okay, and he had to go Saharanpur in order to collect his pension there. Okay, and that's why he decided to take monkey along with him. Now let's see what had happened there. Unfortunately, I could not accompany grandfather on that trip, but he told me about it afterwards. Okay, now the author could not accompany grandfather; he could not go along with him. Okay, but later when he came, he narrated, he retold, he narrated each and everything what had happened with him. Okay, to this author. Okay, the author. A big black canvas kit bag was provided for Toto. Now Toto was carried in this big black canvas kit bag. Okay, this with some straw at the bottom and some straw over there at the bottom became his new abode. Okay, now when the bag was closed, there was no escape, and when once the bag was closed, there was no, he could not escape from there. Okay, Toto could not get his hands to the opening, and the canvas was too strong for him to bite his way through, and it was very strong bag. He could not make his escape from there. He could not go out. Okay, now his efforts to get out only had the effect of making the bag roll about on the floor or occasionally jump into the air. Now what happened here? This Toto, okay, he wanted to go out, he wanted to free himself, and that's why. But he, all the attempts, they were in vain. Okay, but he only could make that bag roll about on the floor, or occasionally it jumped, okay, into the air. Now, an exhibition that attracted a curious crowd of onlookers on Dehradun railway platform, and it means whenever he tried to come out from that bag rolled down, or the bag jumped into the air. Okay, along with this monkey, and it was an exhibition for all the crowd. Okay, it attracted all the crowd towards that. Okay, where on the Dehradun railway platform. Toto remained in the bag as far as Saharanpur, but while grandfather was producing his ticket at the railway turnstile, now here Toto remained in the bag. He was there in the bag. Okay, and as far as Saharanpur came there, and he remained in the bag. But while grandfather was producing his ticket at the railway turnstile means mechanical gate. Okay, and when grandfather he produced his ticket, what happened there? Toto suddenly poked his head. Now Toto he just took out his head out of that bag. Okay, peeped out. Okay, in short we can say that he peeped out. Okay, of the bag, and gave the ticket collector a wide grin, and he just gave a wide green smile to that ticket collector. The poor man was taken aback, and the poor man he got surprised. What was that? Okay, but with great presence of mind, he was this ticket collector. He was very smart, very intelligent. You can say he had great sense of he had great presence of mind, and much to grandfather's annoyance, he said, "Sir, you have a dog with you? You'll have to pay for it accordingly." And this ticket collector, okay, he just demanded money for that monkey. Okay, instead calling him monkey, he just said that you had this grandfather had a dog with him. Okay, so smart. Okay. Now, in vain did grandfather take Toto out of the bag. In vain did he try to prove that a monkey did not qualify as a dog or even as a quadruped. Okay, now here this grandfather, okay, he tried to make him understand that this that was a monkey. Okay, it was not a dog, but all all those things were useless. Okay, he could not made him understand that he was not a dog. Okay, not an animal that has 4 feet. Okay, quadruped means an animal that has 4 feet. Now, Toto was classified a dog by the ticket collector, and 3 rupees was the sum handed over as his fare. Now, what happened? Toto, he just he was classified by that ticket collector as a dog, and finally, grandfather had to pay sum of rupees 3. Okay, then grandfather, just to get his own back, took from his pocket our pet tortoise and said, "What must I pay for this? Since you charge for all animals." The grandfather, he just what he did, he just take out tortoise from his pocket and then asked that ticket collector that what should he pay for this tortoise, because because he was considering all the animals. Now he was asking for the for money. Okay, now the ticket collector looked closely at the tortoise, prodded it with his forefinger, gave grandfather a pleased and triumphant look, and said, "No charge. It's not a dog." Okay. Now here the ticket collector, he just saw this tortoise and finally said, "Okay, sir, no charge for it. Okay, because it was not a dog, so you need not to pay any money for that." Okay. That's it about lesson up to page 8.